Well, hey there. How we doing, everybody? It is 4 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon, Indiana Eastern Time, whatever you want to call it. A little later than I anticipated. And I'm not going to lie, it's quite a bit later than anticipated. But last night was rough. Still feeling the effects. Yeah, but we had fun. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
If you follow me on TikTok, you already know what that fun was. Oh, let's see. Maybe I forgot to check my mic. I don't even know if it's working.
Yeah. I was actually typing it in the chat. We needed an AV check to make sure everything is okay.
You know, as well as you know, we here at Metalhead's Quality Mayhem strive on mayhem.
Yes.
We practice nothing, we set up nothing, and we fly by the seat of our pants. That's how it works. It's our style.
Literally.
It seemed to work this far, okay?
Yep.
Mark says good here. Good. Well, we will say hey to everybody that's in here right now, and looks like Mark Sturlson popped in first. What's up, buddy? How you doing? And so far, looks like it's Mark Sturlson.
Stephen P. actually just came in and said, "Bring on the METALHEAD'S."
Stephen P., how's it going? Yours is working faster than mine, apparently.
I'm on YouTube as well. Mr. Snail Guardians, Annette.
What's happening, everybody? How we doing? Well, yeah, I wanted to recap a little bit over Aquashella, but I'm sure you guys have been hearing it all week. So I won't dove into that too much. I can't even say words right now. And this is literally my first one.
Well, now they're coming in.
Oh, looks like we got Big Shrimpin'. How's it going? Michigan Tropicals LLC. Now, I can't remember. Does that guy have a channel? What's up, buddy? How you doing, Michael? Oh, let's see. What a blast last weekend was. Just a blast. And I tell you what. From going from one show 2 weeks later to another, that is just, and seeing two totally different animals. It's awesome. I had a great time at both. I got a spider like crawling around here.
Fun.
Weird. Hillary made it in here. What's happening, Hillary?
She said, "Nope."
Michael said,
"Does not have a channel."
Michael said, "Sick as hell." Oh
Yeah,
boy, a lot of people got fired
up
up here. Yeah. Nope. So far, so good. I felt rough this morning, but that was self-induced.
Yes.
It's like Snoochie Boots made it in. What's happening, Snoochie? But yeah, it was an awesome experience, man. I'm glad we got to go. Just there was so much there to take in, and then I'm watching everybody else's videos, like walkthroughs through there, and I realized I totally missed an entire section. I never even knew it was there.
Saltwater?
No, it was the Aquarium City or something like that, or Cove, something like that. Totally never even saw it. So I'm going to have to make sure I go see that next year. Because, I mean, I walked by it probably 40 times and never even knew it was there. I don't know. Although, yeah, I think I saw the doorway and just thought it was another entrance in and didn't realize it was a whole nother section. And I saw on Carrie's video that she did. It looked really cool in there. And now I'm kicking myself in the ass for not walking in there.
Yeah.
But, so, notes for future trips. Make sure you walk around the whole venue. But I'm telling you, I walked around in the freshwater or the saltwater side, and I don't care how many times you went over there, you were always seeing something new on both ends. Let's see.
Yeah.
Michael asked if we got the chance to see the flower horn video Zenzo did with a net. I did not yet. I saw that it was up. I just haven't checked it out yet. Whip's real made it in. What's happening, Whip? How you doing, buddy? Hopefully you're feeling better. But yeah, what an experience. And you know, the Clash was also an awesome experience too. But there's just something about that Aquashella, man. It's just awesome. You know, the debates that they do, the talks that they do, those were all interesting. Just there's so much there to take in and learn.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, I never claimed to know it all. So that was quite a few things there that I got to learn and pick up some more tricks on. Same thing at the Clash. Lady Metalhead entered her first contest, her first scaping contest, and you know what? That turned out really good. So, looks like Garcia Aquatics made it in. What's happening, Garcia? How you doing? And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Welcome.
I'm watching too. Excuse me, chat. So it's like.
But you entered your first aquascape competition.
Not necessarily by choice.
Well, nobody tells Lisa no.
You don't tell Lisa no. So when Lisa told me to get my butt over to the extra empty tank and start skating, I started skating.
Yep.
You just don't tell Lisa no.
And it was fun getting to play cornhole against John and Lisa.
That was great.
I wish you guys could have actually heard the banter that was going on between the teams while we were playing.
John talks a lot of trash.
Oh, it's funny. And then I was wearing his own shirt, so I took my hoodie off, and I'm like, yeah, now I'm getting in your head. And it didn't do us any good. We still lost horribly.
It was pretty bad.
And then what was it? What was that called? The
Dictionary. He called it dictionary.
Dictionary. That was actually fun. A little difficult to understand, but once we started playing it actually worked really well, and I kind of hope they keep doing that because that was fun. Garcia says Whip is taller than Fishy Biz. Real damn close.
I think he is.
It's real damn close. And then Ed called them the Twin Towers. That was funny.
Yes, that was great. Instead, you can say that 7 times. Lisa and no are not words used in the same sentence.
Nope.
They are definitely not.
Nope.
They're just not.
And me personally, I'm super glad that she made you do that because I think I brought you out of your shell a little bit.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, it was your first contest. You're not going to win right out of the gate, and you got some constructive criticism to grow on, and that's just going to make you better.
Yeah. I did learn a lot of things by doing it too, which will definitely help in the future.
Mm-hmm. Whip says the towers of power got humiliated too. Yeah. I think all of us got humiliated because John and Lisa are very, very good at cornhole.
Yes, they are.
I would not place bets against them. I was going to say, Whip says I got Biz by an inch or so. I was going to say it's real close. Both you guys are taller than I am. So, but it's kind of weird. I'm not usually used to having to look up that high.
Yeah.
And then there was that another guy in there that was walking around, and I was talking with him for a little bit, and I swear that guy was 7'4". Because I was sitting down when I was talking to him, and my neck started hurting doing this. So I got up, and then could tilt my head about to this level. That guy was a really cool guy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, damn, he's tall.
He was a big boy.
Oh, man. Oh, looks like Garcia's just getting his Garcia Aquatic shirts ready to be shipped out. That's awesome. I found somebody on TikTok I think I'm going to start using. I like his design. Yes, Michael, yes, the sloppy salmon. For those of you that don't know what a sloppy salmon is, it's when you go up behind somebody and smack their legs with your hand. It makes their salmon noise. Yeah, Michael got big rich with that one. Yeah. Lisa told Whip that she wasn't good at all in cornhole and she swished her first toss. Yeah, I think there was some sandbagging going on there. Just saying.
Yeah, I think so too.
The reptile guy was gigantic. Yeah, he was a tall guy too. There was a bunch of tall guys there.
Yeah.
Looks like IHSP made it in. What's happening? How you doing, Steph? But yeah, so and then we had to stay and babysit Kelly Foreman's tank while she came home, got her truck. You guys saw that in the video, and that was a lot of fun. We didn't really have much to do because everybody was leaving. We went and said goodbye to as many people as we could, and then we pretty much just sat there and watched TV. And I think I went live and played games and wandered around the hotel a little bit. Apparently, the METALHEAD'S auction was coming in and setting up immediately afterwards. I watched a little bit of that yesterday. That was kind of cool. Let's see. Zen Ginger made it in. What's happening, Zen? How are you? But, yeah, so once Kelly got there, we went and had dinner, and then we loaded her up and got our stuff and got out of Dodge.
Yeah.
If anybody saw that live stream on the road trip, you all know how that went. Lots of toll booths. Lots and lots of toll booths.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael says, I dipped out in the middle of the night to surprise the fam. Yeah, I heard. I ran into a few people there that the next day. Can't think of, was it Mike? I think that was Mike. Scotty Aquati popped in. What's happening, Scotty Aquati? How you doing? So I just got this new light because after we got back from the clash, apparently the kitten determined that I no longer needed the power supply for my old light spring,
Right.
and she ate it
Well, she chewed through it.
in multiple spots. So I deemed that no longer useful, and I figured, well, I can just go on and order another power supply for it. It's not a big deal. Then I found a brand new light for pretty much what that light ring cost me. So I'm like, okay. And so far it's not bad. It's this camera light. And this thing is stupid bright. So what's the first thing I do when I can't read Chinese? That's literally everything on the remote. I'm just pushing buttons. See what it does. And it gets stupid bright. So the first thing I do, obviously, is stare directly at it. And now I have this square right here. It's really hard for me to read stuff. It's like Timothy made it in. What's happening, Tim? How you doing?
Hey, Tim.
It was nice getting to meet him and Hillary and
Hang out with them.
hang out with them. We had a great time with them. The bar restaurant adventure was fun.
We almost got kicked out for bringing in our own beer. The bartender was very angry at us for bringing in our own beer.
But he waited until we were almost done with it.
He did.
The bag was full.
We didn't get kicked out. He just asked us not to open any more cans of beer in the bar. So
Then I said, okay. No, that was a super fun time. I still don't know what the hell Mike was eating.
I don't know.
That didn't look right.
It was like beyond meat, weird. It was like green. I don't know. It was gross. It looked gross.
I don't know what that was, but I guess the waiter said it's good. You'll love it, and it didn't look good.
Tim asked, is that my picture of my flower horn? I think he's referring to
No, that's actually mine.
Bobby.
Yeah, that's Bobby. I had it blown up. Let's get a phone call in the middle of one of these. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Michael says right at the end, you can't have that beer in here. Want a glass for it? What the? I'm like, no.
Yes.
He brought glasses over. I'm like, what?
She actually brought us glasses over to pour our beer into the glasses, but then asked us not to open any more beer.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. And I got this little trick. I'll put my palm over the top and crack it. And she's over here. That picture is actually, I want to say Bobby at a year old. Year and a half old. He's right around 3 now. Actually, I think he passed 3. That was about the stillest I could get him. I had that picture made, and I had another one made, and the other one went to Chattanooga Ed. So that was my first autograph. And then I signed my second autograph.
And speaking of my second autograph, I believe she just came to the chat.
He's got perfect timing. We did this like on my Monday thing I did too. How you doing, Amanda? Nice seeing you again. But yeah, so that I basically had 2 pictures made up, and I gave Ed the choice which one he wanted, and he picked the other one. So I picked that one, which is fine because it has a stupid air tube in it. And it's a horrible picture. It's a good picture of Bobby, but it's a horrible picture overall because that bubble wall just sucked.
So it also looks like June, only Oscars came in, Petro Man came in.
Awesome. Welcome, guys. How you doing? Good seeing June and Petro in here. Nice to see everybody popping in, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if they changed my thing on Fish Fam links from Monday to Saturday or not.
I'm not sure. That would probably have to be.
I should look at that. Definitely, if you're not doing it, you should use fishfam.link. It's not hard to use. It's free. There is a Patreon link to it in case you want to help, because it takes Matt a lot of time to come up with these ideas and do the things that he does on there, and he does a good job with it. So maybe help him out a little bit. But oh boy. So after the Aquashella storm passed, Tuesday came around. And Garcia is 17 away from 400.
Yeah,
Nice.
Talking that he's only 17 away from 400. You guys aren't following Garcia twice.
Definitely, maybe somebody can pop his link in there.
Yeah.
Amanda asks, how often do we go live? We go once a week. Sometimes I go more. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Very rarely there is a Saturday night stream, which gets entertaining and out of hand. That can go from 2 hours to 6. I think the first one I did was 6. Daniel Velez made it in. What's happening, Daniel?
The Twitter says we are on there for today an hour earlier.
So, okay, so it's right then. It was my fault for not going on at 3.
Right.
But
Tim wants to know where the beer is and if you can DoorDash.
Well, you can if you want. I never say no.
We can have alcohol delivered here in Illinois, which was awesome that we were able to have beer DoorDash to us instead of trying to fight traffic to get to the
Tell you what, they got some good things happening there in Illinois.
Yeah.
Just order the beer. Somebody accidentally ordered more beer, which was fine.
We need it anyway, but I had continued on actually ordering. I was just trying to look up prices and everything. It was going to kind of think about it, but then I hit the wrong button and
Well, and then, you know, I had to make room for our stuff to get back so we could, obviously we couldn't come back. We didn't have big enough bags or everything for all the beers. So I did what any self-respecting person would do and drank it. I did my part.
I mean, the Patreon that he is talking about isn't actually us, it's for the Fish Fan God League.
Yeah.
So that money goes to various things. Matt sometimes does like
He'll do giveaways,
content or giveaways for things
member
like that.
perks. So it's kind of like a membership, I guess you could call it.
Kind of.
And it will go to stuff later on down the road. Like he'll do giveaways for members or this or that. There's a lot of events that the Fish Fam does through YouTube. One of those being Fish Fam Christmas.
Right.
Might be catching that in a few live streams. I don't know if we'll see it here, but you'll see Fish Fam Christmas pop in and say, hey. If you've never seen that, it's a super fun time. A lot of channels get together and we do giveaways. Last year was the first year, I think the first year to roll it out. And overall, it was a success. And definitely, if you haven't checked it out, that's a fun time. You never know when the channel's going to do it. We'll just give stuff away. And there was a lot of good stuff on the line last year. Co-op cards, $100 co-op cards, Joe's Thrift Shack cards, just about anybody with a store you can think of, KG Tropical, everybody with a store you can think of was putting cards on the line or putting some sort of awesome filter on there. There was an RO unit. I think we gave away a camera, a pretty good internet or webcam, whole bunch of stuff. And then stuff got donated for more giveaways. It was really awesome. It was a fun time. So definitely looking forward to it again.
So I didn't actually find it now, but Amanda Clinton said next time we're in Illinois, to let her know she's 2.5 hours south of where Aquashella was. She gladly drive up to meet us. The funny thing is, with us being in Indiana, it would almost be easier for us to meet her in where she's from, versus driving that much further north just to get to Chicago.
Well, and here soon we're going to have to make a trip up to Flint.
Yes, we are.
Hint.
We are.
Because I said I would, and I mean it. We're going to do it.
I swear I saw something else come in. My fish tanks o'clock.
What's happening, John? It was awesome to meet him, too.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he had a blast, too.
Jenna Pete, I see you just came in.
What's up, Jenna? How you doing? I thought I saw D pop in.
I don't know. I'm trying so
Yep.
hard.
I see D. How you doing, D? Oh, man.
Michael says we're waiting for us to get up there. We're gonna have to make our way there
Yeah.
for sure. You've been playing so many scripts lately. Holy crap!
Yeah. It just,
See, everybody said they couldn't hear me, so I turned up my microphone and now there's reverb.
good old laptop.
Well, I can't use my phone right now.
Oh, no.
I have a giant paperweight for the next couple of days,
All right.
but it's okay.
Things happen. But, yeah, so all of that ended, and then Tuesday came around. And Tuesday is not my favoriteest day of this whole week. Apparently, my pool filter decided to crash horribly. There was such an ammonia spike down there. I don't know what the hell happened. But I got it corrected now. I added some more media to the actual filter. And the filter's nothing fancy. It's just a food grade sterile that's been boarded and got a bulkhead with a return in it. Like, it's just redneck engineering at its finest, basically. So I added some more media to that, drained the water out as well as I felt comfortable with draining it, and that takes hours because it's a 600-gallon pool. And I can't find all the pieces to my bigger pump that I use to pump that out. It's just a nightmare process. But I did lose my red tail.
Yeah.
Didn't catch it in time. Didn't lose anybody else, though. Just went down there actually before the live and checked on everybody and checked on the progress down there, and everybody's back into good health. No cloudy eyes or anything like that. So the Oscars are all trucking around there, and Split's just laying there like a bump on the log like he usually does. But definitely his color came back, so he looked. They all look great again. They don't look like they're on the verge of death. So that pool's just it's touching. I really need to. So our buddy Kyle Jada gave us a pool filter a year or so ago, and it's just been sitting on my porch. What I need to do is empty it out, clean it out, and get some more sand and stuff for it, and get it hooked up and get it running on there. Because what I've got right now is just not enough. So my own fault. Just got so many things going on. I got to build another stand and everything for down there. So it'll happen here soon, hopefully. As far as everything else goes, that's the only bad news I have to report. Everybody else is doing fantastic. I do have to add some water to that tank. I got to work on that one some more tonight, and I got to add some water to that one, and I got to change the water in that one. These guys are fine. My flower horn from the Keystone Clash is doing fantastic. He's developed such a character. I think he sees Bobby when I feed Bobby. So Bobby will just come straight up and just sit there and wait for the food to hit the water. And he's starting to do it now. He just kind of sits there. And then I throw the food in, and he just obliterates it instantly. Yeah. Let's see. Looks like Steph says it's weird that the pool is having issues. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I think I adjusted it wrong or something. Or somehow it got bumped. But the filter actually started to overflow. And I got a little ball valve. All you got to do is open it a little bit, and it'll drain out. I've got it running where I'm happy with it now. It's maintained that level. It's probably holding 30 gallons-ish, 35 maybe. So it's been able to hold that level for a couple days. So I don't know if something got in it. I mean, it is in a basement, and stuff falls off the shelves down there, and it's just a dumb place to have shelves. So I'm going to wind up moving all those out to the other side of the basement. That way there's literally nothing that can fall in there, because I'm afraid something fell in there, or there was a can of paint that got knocked, spray paint that got knocked over. And I'm wondering, because it's all over the floor, I'm thinking it might have, like,
Yeah. Particles in the water.
that's not good for water. I've already made that mistake once. But could have been overfeeding. I don't know.
TJ got in, fishing on the came in.
What's happening, guys? How we doing? Welcome. Yeah, so we're going to get that. Well, I got it corrected. So now I'm just kind of monitoring to make sure it's not just like a false sense of security. But so far, so good. Longhorns are both doing great. Frankie is getting huge. He is putting on a lot of size and quick. And now he's sitting there starting to fan out his tail, and I'm pointing at it like you guys can see him. But he's probably about 4 inches or so now, and he's just packing on the weight. So this ought to be interesting because he's starting to get his strides. He's really looking good. So, and I figured out that a couple more water changes, I might have it clear, and instead of that hazy brown color, it develops. I think a lot of that was soil getting messed with in there and getting stuck in the filter. Could be wrong, I don't know. But seems to be after you do a couple water changes, the tank brightens up a little bit. So keep on that.
He came in.
Dee Dee, how you doing, Dee Dee?
IHSP also had a question. She wants to know how long do female African cichlids have to hold their fry before letting them into general population?
If you're not pulling them from the tank, usually around 2.5 weeks, they will hold them. If you pull them out of the tank and you put them in a hospital tank or a breeder tank or whatever, and it's just them, they'll relax more and more apt to let go once they know there's not really any predators around.
Right.
But I quit pulling mine out. I just figured it's going to happen, let it happen. The longest I've seen was a couple weeks. And I don't have an abundance of fry, but I do have a few. There's probably a lot more hiding in that boat than I'm aware of, which is why I'm not trying to disturb that boat right now, because one of those little shelf things, there's a couple hiding under there. And I mean, they're mutts, but they're my mutt.
Right.
So but typically I would say about 2.5 weeks, and they'll spit them. Maybe 3. But I know the last couple was a couple weeks.
Yep.
That could have, I don't know if that's their entire gestation period. But once you can see, if you can catch the angle just right, and you see them open their mouth just right, and you see them swimming around in there, it's not going to be long.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll get to a point where they just spit them out. Something will startle them and they'll spit them out or whatever. You know, I've got 30 other cichlids in there. But I just said, you know, at one point I was pulling the females out, letting them spit, taking them back out. And I'm telling you, there's nothing harder to catch than a cichlid holding eggs or babies. There's just nothing harder to catch than that. They are fast.
Yeah.
You would think they'd be run down from not eating. But that's not the case. They're fast and hard to catch.
Honey Viper came in.
What's up, Honey? How you doing? We miss anybody else?
I don't think so. I was
Okay.
trying to keep an eye on chat as we were talking, just to make sure.
She will not swallow them.
If anything, she'll spit them
She'll
by
spit 'em.
accident.
If she does swallow them, there was something wrong with them. Anyways, so, but I've never seen mine swallow them. I've seen the other fish swallow them, but that's because there was a target for them. Oh, TJ got home from his monthly chat, Joe. Monthly fish club meeting. Got to see Alishon and Crystal Oink Master. Oh man, that was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Oh man, man, oh man, oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, all in all, overall, yeah, I had a little bit of BS to deal with, but overall, everybody's up, alive, doing healthy. Definitely, nothing too bad. Just other than that, the issue with the pool. But again, that could have been my fault. Probably was my fault. More than likely my fault. So,
Paul McCarthy, hello.
hi, Paul. But so that all happened. So now I think we've gotten a lot of the. Well, I guess I'll just do a subject change here.
Sure.
So the T-bone video, we have not forgotten about it.
No.
We've gotten, I'm not sure how much footage from everybody, but we've gotten some good footage from a lot of people. I'm just waiting on one more key component, and that is the fish that we're going to have. Should be in there Wednesday, hopefully. and I'll get that video done and wrapped up, and it's ready to rock and roll. Tank's up and alive right now and has a beta in it. A really cool beta I got for free.
Yeah.
But so that is still happening. We haven't forgot. There's also a ton of duckweed in there because somebody thought it was a great idea to put duckweed in it.
And gave me a whole bunch of duckweed and split it between tanks.
So that happened. But it's okay. It actually looks pretty good in there because I have some Rico wood that's floating. Kind of looks like a mossy pond.
Yeah. I like the way it looks.
Pretty neat. So.
And worst case, the tiger barbs will just eat it all anyway.
Well, yeah. If the filter doesn't suck it in.
Well, I doubt that.
But yeah, no, a lot of cool stuff, and just reeling back from it all, you know.
For a while.
Fun experience. Definitely want to do it again. I just hope that next time they space out the time frames between the Clash and Jella. That'd be nice. But you know, if not, we'll suck it up, Buttercup, and go do it again. So, if there's one thing everybody knows is I'm hard-headed and will do it. But yeah, we did come home with this cool little guy too. The Igar aquarium water changer. Not going to say who, but somebody that doesn't have a channel. Michael kind of tossed that our way, and lady tried it out the other day and got really mad at it, couldn't figure it out, and then calmed down and went back the next day and tried it again and figured it out. He had it reversed.
I had the check valve was upside down, but once I fixed that, it did great.
Yeah, no, and it did a great job on that thing. So, I mean, I'm not going to use it on one of these big ones, but, you know, for the smaller tanks, like,
It's perfect for manual tanks.
like this Hex tank over here, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get anything in there. Like a Python, with that wood I've got in there, it doesn't work very well. With the T-bone tank, it worked good because that's got a sand substrate. Well, both of them really have a sand substrate, but it'll work really good in that one without disturbing a bunch of stuff. Not that there's a bunch of stuff in there to disturb, but I don't know. I might try in these rocks sometimes because food and stuff will get caught in there. It gets ugly, but I might try in those rocks with that. I did see for the first time in 3 months the other day, all three of my spotted Raphael cats.
Yeah.
They're still in there, and they've doubled their size. That sounds kind of cool getting to see them again. I had to do maintenance on the FX6 over here, and once I got done and fired everything back up, I don't remember what I did, but I happened to look down and just saw one, and then I'm like, oh, wow, there's one. And then I saw another one. I'm like, hey, there's the other one. And then, bam, there's the third one. I'm like, cool. Well, I didn't even know those guys. I thought for sure that they didn't make it, but they're in there. They just like to hide in these rocks, and I'm afraid they're going to get too big and get stuck in them. But they haven't gotten big enough that they can't get out. It's like Bewizzle made it in. What's happening? Good seeing you. So yeah, it's just the work in progress is still a work in progress around here. I mean, saltwater tank's nowhere near ready. I'm gonna have to do a water change on that. Yay. Probably gonna have to get some more media for that. I should probably just go ahead and get rocks and get all that in there. It'll at least give the bacteria something to, latch onto other than just filters. But same process I did with the cube tank, and that thing is exploding in a good way. plants in there came back and they are coming back strong. I may actually have to go in there and start snipping some of those, which is cool because you got some scaping tools for doing that
I did.
scape contest, and there's scissors in there.
There are.
That might come in very handy, especially with that thing. Then I'll have to ask Kelly how you cut those things without killing them.
Well,
Of course,
You know, she's a text message away.
Yeah.
so,
Not like she's far.
right.
Mark J made it in. How you doing, Mark J? You know what? I watched a video of his the other day about waxing dirt. And at first I'm sitting here going, why in the hell would you wax dirt? But for traffic purposes. And then after I watched the video, I totally get it. And it was actually very interesting. But my only suggestion is definitely get the cement mixer going. It would definitely help him out. But I get it. I've got things that I need to get going, and they're still sitting on my porch. Just, I just too busy. I don't have 8,400 people coming over and helping me out constantly. I'm not going any further with that.
Thankfully, for at least a couple of weeks, things are going to slow down on the weekends for us.
Yeah.
Until, when is it, the 19th?
Yes.
November 19th is the OCA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to go make our way back up there again.
Hopefully get a hold of Kyle Jaden and hang out with him for a bit
Yeah.
that day.
And this time we won't be in a hurry to get back. Unless Ed and Rico want us to go live with them again.
And at this point, we'll just tell him no.
I'm not opposed to it. Go live on the road. There was some confusion with the time frame last year. We thought we were an hour. We had to get back an hour early. And then we found out we're all on the same time frame. So we could have hung out with Kyle a little bit longer. Oopsie. But now we'll try to link up with him again, and then it'd be awesome to go back through Aquatica,
Yes.
check that out, see if there's a couple other stores around that area that I'd like to go see. But
Yeah.
last year at the OCA event, I think it's called Aquatica, they had they were passing out coupons that if you were at the OCA event, you got 50% off in their store that day.
Yes.
So we went in there and made out like bandits.
We
And
did. We got tons of stuff.
I bought another battery-powered air pump because I didn't bring mine and I needed it. That's when I brought the Black Widow frontosas home, who were getting bigger and doing fantastic. I bought the only one they had left, and it didn't have the battery pack. So she opened it up. She's like, "Oh, it's missing something." I was like, "Well, I don't care about the battery pack. I got cords in the car. We can plug it in in the truck. It's not a big deal." No. Let me go see if I can find it. Meantime, here's some chips, cookies, pop. Get whatever you want. I'm like, okay. And I felt kind of bad because I'm like, man, it wasn't worth all that. But no, they're really nice people in there. And they have a lot of stuff. I mean, that is a big store. We did get some video footage from there. But I got another friend's store that I would like to go meet and do some video in that. And he knows there's a few that know who.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to crack that egg until we get her done yet. So, but we're definitely going to do that before the year's over.
Then Ginger said, "Metalhead's on the road, you say? Can you call the stream Roadhead?"
I like that.
This one from Hillary is funny too.
You need to come to the store. You need the employee of every month. Haven't we already met her? I'm pretty sure we met her at Coachella.
Well, it's funny because that's the store I was talking about going to. But no, we definitely need to make our way, and it's not that far. It's not any worse than driving Chicago, except you don't have to be in Chicago traffic. So that's a plus.
Yeah. Yes.
That's a definite plus.
Chicago traffic is a nightmare.
But while we're on the subjects of stores, one store that you can go visit and you don't have to be in any kind of traffic except for internet traffic is PetSotics.com.
Yes.
So make sure you go check Diego out, check his store out. He's got a lot of good deals. And if you use, what is it, Lady
Metalhead 10.
Lady Metalhead 10, that's a 10% discount on top of, well, I don't think it's on top of whatever sale's going on, but definitely saves you a few bucks here and there. So you want to make sure you check them out. And guess what? You don't burn any gas doing it,
Right.
unless you're sitting in front of a propane heater. Just saying. Mark J says, I hate driving in Chicago. It is one of my least favorite things to do.
It's a nightmare.
Definitely one of my least favorite things to do.
The thing is, you didn't have to do the driving. You just had to sit
Oh,
there
I've
and
had
watch
my
the
fair share.
people.
I've had my fair share of Chicago driving.
I had to sit there and wiggle the steering wheel the whole time.
When I burned through a whole pack of cigarettes the second I got into Chicago, that's when he knew he messed up. And this time there was construction, because that always seems to follow us no matter where we go.
Construction and accidents, so it slowed
Construction
us
or
down.
accident, we're going to find it.
Yeah.
Um,
An accident slowed us down on the way to the hotel, and construction slowed us down on the way back home.
yeah. Well, it was an accident in the construction
Yeah.
that slowed us up the first time. When we got near the hotel, it was 13 miles, and the GPS said 55 minutes. And I'm like, come on, not here. Yeah, they weren't kidding. Literally.
I don't think I got any faster than probably 15 miles an hour through
Well,
that. So
Until it finally opened up. And then we could resume somewhat of a normal pace.
right.
But John says Chicago is year-round construction zone. Yeah. You know, same thing with here. Same thing here. They always mess the same stretch downtown up. There's like a mile, maybe a half a mile, that they will just close for no reason. And then 2 days later, just reopen it. It's fine. So you never know what route to take.
Right.
And then they've got, so there's this road that kind of runs parallel, but it V's for a little bit, and then it comes back in farther south. So what they decide to do is, hey, this is the perfect time to shut all the lanes down except for one. And then you got people like me, I know shortcuts. Well, then everybody else learns those shortcuts. And then what do they do on that shortcut road? They shut a block of it off, and you have to go around that. And I'm like, can you just fix the one you got torn up? Get it done so I don't have to do this? Dolbeck Aqua Designs made it in. How's it going? I hope I said it right.
You said that the last time too, but I think they told you that you were close enough.
Good enough for me. Hey, what's happening? Welcome. So yeah, it's and then going to the Keystone Clash, it was just 70% construction.
See you, Tim.
There was road cones everywhere. See you, Tim. Have a good night, buddy. We will see you again. But no, it's just like, I don't know. It's like anytime we plan on making a trip, we just pick the trip when it's conveniently construction season, which is all the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, I thought the real stash of road cones was in Ohio. That's false.
We're gonna have to go through that again in a couple of weeks too, unless they got it done by then. I doubt it.
Well, there's that one spot right out of Mansfield, I think,
Yeah.
that I highly doubt that's going to be done because they're reconstructing a bridge there.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't that bad. I mean, once you got past that, it's fine. But
we're coming to Montreal. We're always in construction somehow.
I feel your pain. We feel your pain.
Yeah.
The road's brand new. Construction.
We're just gonna go ahead and fix that.
Yep. Oh, well, when we redid the roads, we forgot to redo the drains. Now we got to tear the brand new road back up, redo the drains, and then put a brand new road back down. That's how Fort Wayne plans logistically. Thankfully, I think our mayor is on the way out the door. I really think he's on the way out the door. I hope. Because he's needed to go for a decade. But this guy's been doing nothing but wasting money and not building on infrastructure. And it's all kind of coming to an ugly head. And our roads are a joke. I mean, when I can go into a Pennsylvania town that everybody hates, the roads there, they say these are the worst roads I've ever seen. And I'm like, felt pretty good to us.
Those were smooth sailing.
Yeah. I'm like, these are nice roads. And everybody's like, they're horrible. And I'm like, they're nice.
No, they're
You want to see bad. You want to see bad. You want to see Chuck Hall City. I'll take you down one road.
Yep.
2 miles down one road. The only reason the roads get in somewhat better shape near that baseball diamond is because the mayor wanted his roads to be pretty right there. Doesn't give a damn about the rest of the city. I know it's not just him.
No.
There's other people that need to go out the door too, but I'm not going to get into political stuff here. I'm just happy to see that might be finally over.
Yeah.
Because he decided to get drunk and wreck into an old lady with a government vehicle.
Yep.
I don't have room to talk, but I didn't cause damage or injury. Just saying.
Which says, come back to Illinois if you want to see the worst road state east of California.
Oh, we know that's the worst run state. Hands down.
Yeah.
I see memes of the mayor of Chicago, or mayor of Illinois, Chicago. And people are like, this is what happens when your Oscars look at you when you tap on the glass too hard. I mean, you got some buggy eyes. But, yeah.
I almost want to go back to Illinois just so that we can go back to Fat Roses again.
Yeah, that was definitely a good restaurant.
Oh, yeah, that food was so good.
Definitely a good restaurant.
And there was a Giordano's not very far down the
Yeah.
road from that.
Yeah, I think that's the other one. I think there's,
There's 3 total. There's the
Oh,
one that
okay.
we went
I didn't know there
to,
was
which I
3.
went to for a wedding over kind of in like
That
the
was-
small area.
well, that's the down, no, that was by the airport.
Right. And then
I've
there's
been to the
right
one
now.
downtown. So I've been to the downtown one and the one at the airport. And then this one we drove by.
The one
Those
at Schaumburg.
shit roads there too.
Yeah.
Holy crap. That bus trip over there.
That was rough. That lady was
And then-
driving that bus like decided to go anyway.
And then somebody fell asleep on it. I'm like, how the hell is this guy asleep?
That was Sam's buddy. Sam's friend fell asleep on the bus on the way to dinner.
I'm like, how the hell did he fall asleep during that? I thought that bus was going to buckle. That was like trying to land in turbulence. We call her Mayor Beetlejuice.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I can see that.
Which said 3 governors in a row have gone to prison after serving out their terms.
Ooh, well, that says something. That's the corruption. Lots and lots. But I'm not going to get into it on here. I promised I wouldn't. So I won't. Because I could go on for hours. But I got to go to And
Fish tanks.
well, I could let you do this. Good dinner. So, let's see. What's in store? What's in store for the Metalhead?
Larry Pee Pie.
saying hi, Larry D. Look at the shadow that light, and I've got it turned down.
Yeah. It's bright.
Oh, damn, it's like constant weld.
It's a bright light.
I'll see if I can figure out which one of these buttons. See, I'm not kidding. There is nothing in English on this whole remote. So I do what everybody does and just start hitting buttons. Ooh,
Red. Okay.
there we go.
Ooh.
And this is turned down. Look at this. I look like I'm off the beach. Yeah.
That is dope.
Art flash. I see a positive sign and a negative, so we're gonna hit the negative. Okay, I don't like that. I probably shouldn't have messed with it. There we go.
That's way better.
Wow. I'm telling you, man, that light, and that wasn't even everything it's got. That thing could light up a fish tank with no problem.
Yeah.
Like, bright. But yeah. So I don't think we have much planned for these next couple of weeks, other than getting the T-Bone video out. That is coming. Probably won't be my next video out, but it's definitely coming. I haven't forgot. We're in the process of it. I promise. So, but who knows what I'll pop in with beforehand. I do have to make another shelf downstairs for the basement for what is that? A 5-gallon tank and a 15-gallon aquarium. I got to move things down there because they got to get to my water meter. And it gives me an excuse to make something, and also it all needs to move anyways because it's in a horrible spot.
Sorry, she farted. It's foul.
So, that's a little one.
There's a whole lot of smell for such a small little body.
Got a chunky little belly. Look at her.
Oof. She farted again.
You're the one that put her right by your nose.
Oh,
Just keep that over there.
She smells so bad right now. Oof.
You keep that over there.
I don't even want it, but I can't put her out because she'll just jump right back into my lap. Oof.
Fart knocker.
She stinks. It's a whole lot of smell for such a little body.
So we got that little shelf I got to build, and I've got a couple chunks of 4x4 and some 2x4 left from when I built the stand for the tank behind her. I always buy extra because lumber's starting to come down a little bit, so it's the only thing. But now I just got to go get 4-inch deck screws to be able to make a shelf. I'll get those two in a little bit better position than they're in right now currently. And I can take that shelf down and move it out to the other side of the basement, take the other shelf down, move it to the other side of the basement. That'll give me room down there for that filter that's on my porch from Kyle Jaded. I get that dumped out, cleaned out, rinsed out, fresh sand in it. I'm just going to go fresh sand. I'm not even going to try to rinse that stuff. We all know how much I hate doing that. So get all that done. I'll get that plumbed into the pool, and now I add some more filtration in there. And I'm just not sure if I want to do sand in it again, or maybe just make a whole filter full of bioball or K2 media or something. That probably wouldn't work at all. Because they'd probably just shoot it into the pool. I don't know if there's a screen in there that it can stop those things or crowd those. There's the shutoff valve at the top, so I think it would all circulate, and I don't think the media would make it back in. But holds stand. Why wouldn't it not hold the? I really want some of that K2 media. Eduardo.
The visual that I just got from this comment is very disturbing.
Mini skirt, tank top, stiletto 6-inch heels.
He says, geez, I'm not doing the whole damn thing tonight. Now, listen, if you have actually met Eduardo in person, to picture him in that kind of outfit is terrifying.
That's funny.
Mark Strolson says, picture, I won't believe you. Please don't. Ugh.
Oh, if there's a picture, we're posting it.
That's disturbing. I love Eduardo, I really do, but I do not want to see him in a mini skirt, tank top, and 6-inch stiletto heels. That's just very disturbing.
Send it. We'll post it. Oh, man. So yeah, it might be high time to do another Moonlight Mayhem.
You've been saying that for weeks.
I know. We're just gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
Don't have enough beer tonight.
I mean, I can just not, but.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes there. I don't even have my crazy hat.
That could not have felt good at all. That was a corner of your knuckle.
No, that was the corner of my fingernail,
Ooh.
which I don't have.
Oh.
That's the only feeling in the tip of that finger, and I found it. I don't know. I don't know if we will tonight or not. But I miss doing it. It's fun. I don't like covering over Vinny, you know. Don't fart. You're holding it by your face, telling it don't fart.
She's not by my face.
Wow.
She's not by my face. I still do not want her to flirt.
Whip says, let the party start. June says, doing water changes on break. Uh-huh. The mental image my Jess gets from my statement is priceless.
It's terrifying. It's just terrifying because I can actually picture it.
Do you listen? Just got home, so back? What?
I don't think you meant for that to come into our chat.
Oh. Okay.
And if you did, I have no clue what you mean by that.
Ooh, June had a water leak last night, twice on the same tank. Caught it in time for a mess. Was it a bad seal or something? I mean, or is it cracked? Whip says, I've had to climb a pole 7 times since gas price went up, so I totally understand, Eduardo.
Something tells me there's not a lot of climbing involved with Whip in a
Probably
hole.
Whip just doing this.
Putting his hand at the very top and kind of bringing his feet off the ground a little bit.
I don't think there's too many ceilings Whip couldn't touch
No,
just by doing that.
Right. Right.
And if you're watching some of the last video I put out, I did catch Whip. I won't point him out, but I did catch him.
See, Paul McCarthy said, sorry, that was a voice to text for someone else on the phone. I kind of figured by accident about an hour.
Tell him we said we don't want to. Eduardo says, Whip, you are the fool.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Exactly.
Oh, it was super fun getting to hang out with Whip. Getting to hang out with everybody. Carrie and Jesse and Ed and James and John and Michael and Austin from Fantastic Freaks was there.
We did get a little bit of time together.
We got to spend quite a bit of time with him. Got to hang out with Drew. We got to hang out at the hotel with Drew and Ed, Jane, the Michigan Tropical crowd. Also,
Shelby and Grant.
Grant showed up there for a little while. So that was not aired or recorded.
Probably a good thing.
Probably a good thing.
We were all pretty fresh. I think Ed was the most sober.
Yeah, and we had a good time. Each night was we would hang out somewhere else or whatever, or just flat out crash. Because the first night we got there, I think Friday night. I think we rode over with. Was that Friday night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Friday night we went with Jesse and Ed to Buffalo Wild Wings and had a blast there. Found out that 7-Eleven sold beer. Then we came back to the hotel, drank one, and pretty much called it.
Yep.
We were all worn out. And Saturday night, we all hung out in the lobby of the hotel and just had a fun time, man. It's fun getting to sit there. I'm glad you're over there.
It's her, not me.
But kind of like what we did at the Clash too, you know.
Yeah.
Except the Clash, we got to hang out with each other more often.
Because we were right there in the hotel with everybody
Dr.
else.
Shell was different in the aspect that, you know, Ed was busy most of the time. Jesse and Carrie were running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Everybody was busy except for some of us. And I wanted to go live, but I just didn't. And I feel bad for that because Drew was just popping up left and right. James was going live here and there. And I'm like, okay, well, it's my first one and I bombed it. But a lot of my thing was I was trying not to step on people. Because I'll back up, I can't see what's behind. And I'm like, but then I learned or realized, you're in Chicago, you're going to step on somebody. There is no not stepping on somebody there.
Right.
You're used to it. So, lesson learned. Next time, I promise there will be a lot more lives. Even from the Clash, too. I think, though, that these were our first big shows. Like the OTA, I didn't go live there either.
Right.
We can change that with this one.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
Hopefully, we'll see Jason again. Primetime's Aquatics, Jason and Joanna. Look at that. Did it without even thinking. Did that without thinking. But we might see them again. I don't know if they plan on going or not, but that's where I first saw them. Was at the one last year. So, it's like Paul Sotero popped in. What's happening, Paul? How you doing, buddy? Whip says, Friday night I went home early. Saturday night I hung out afterwards with Fish from Fever, Fish Tank Bar, John and Lisa till after midnight. Such a good time. Yeah, that's right. That's where James was with him. Because Ed was with us.
Right.
That's what it was.
Yep.
And then Sunday night, I went a lot hanging out Sunday night. I think we crashed. My nerves were
I believe it was
shot.
Ed and James, Carrie, Bessie, John, and Lisa did their restaurant that night. But we were so over it that we ordered pizza and just hung out with Sunday night.
Well, we needed to sit down. That was a lot of walking. But I've also got this thing where my nerves kind of get to me. Like, I don't know. It's when I'm in a large group of people. And that was a large goddamn group of people.
Both 3 days.
Because my nerves were shot. my feet hurt, nerves were shot. I was like, I just want a pop and a pizza, and I'm good. And then, you know, I'll come down afterwards and hang out. So I went down. She fell asleep, like immediately. And I went down and kind of wandered around a little bit and didn't see anybody. So I went back up, called it a night. Then I heard I missed the fun one. It's like, of course I did. What I do. But I don't know. Lisa was there to class us up. Yeah. She kept them in line. But it was super fun getting, because, you know, John would come up and just blow us shit, and we'd blow it right back at him, and it was a fun time. And definitely cool when you get to see everybody live all the time. Okay, but then you get to meet them in person, and then you realize they're the same as they are in person, as they are in their lives. And you can sit down and have fun with them, joke with them, whatever. And at the end of the day, still shake their hand, take a picture, and go home.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty cool. Not everybody's like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go much farther than that, but I'm just saying not everybody's like that. So in case you haven't met people, don't get your hopes up about certain people. But we're not talking about them. But Jason and Joanna are awesome. James, Fish and Beaver's awesome to hang around. Chattanooga Ed, obviously. Rico, he was there in spirit and clothes.
He was.
Carrie is just,
I love her.
she is so awesome.
Both times that we were able to hang out with her, it felt like we had known each other for years.
And her and Jesse bust their ass so much at these aquashellas. You guys don't see that behind the camera. Joe from Joe Shrimp Shack, he's a character.
Oh my God.
And he's got some crazy contacts in his eyes.
Joe is, oh my gosh.
Whip is fun to be and to hang around with. Drew is awesome. Michigan Tropicals, I had a blast.
Yeah.
Now, what was her name? I can't think of it. She had the dog that John kept stealing.
Kasha.
She was fun.
Creative pet keeping.
Yep. And then Fish Tank Barn. But
Yeah.
Mike? No. He was awesome to hang around with. We all know who I'm not saying. I'm going to leave it at that. But
Right.
you know what? We were civil.
This comment from Steven kind of makes me a little bit sad. He said, I get that. I don't do well with run crews. It's a shame that people can sometimes mistake my shyness for rudeness. From what I've heard about the Flash, I just don't do well approaching people.
I don't either. If you've ever seen me on a live stream, like right now I'm comfortable, right? Go to the very last live stream of Aquashella. And you'll see a deer in a headlight. I don't know what was so bad about it that freaked me out, but I was freaked out. And I'm sitting here like I literally had nothing to say. I'm like, yep, and I just nodded. And you could see me tense up, and it wasn't anything against anybody. Dude, I love Jesse to death. Joe's awesome to hang around. Ed, I don't have a problem with anybody. But, man, I don't know what it was about that. Just made me nervous as hell. And then my phone started ringing. But, dude, I'm like, I went back and watched it the next day, and I looked at her, and I said, man, I look like a deer in a headlight. And then I sat too far back from the mic. I learned that the center mic is the best one.
Yes.
Because the other ones, you got to have them about right here.
Right. True. I mean, to be fair, I feel like going back and watching the missionary live stream that I was in, I feel like I looked really awkward through a lot of that too. Like, I could see where I was uncomfortable.
Well,
In some parts.
you had a different reason to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. That was quite an awkward situation to be in.
Because you're not on speaking terms with one of the people that was up there.
No. I mean, I still had fun, but it's still quite an awkward situation to be put into.
It was, but you know what?
I
Again,
still had fun.
everybody was civil,
Yeah. I still had fun.
but definitely different.
Coachella is a completely different beast than the Keystone Clash. Completely different beast.
Stone Clash, when I went live there and we had everybody in the room, I had Rico's ass in my face. That sounded bad. Dude, everybody was relaxed and calm. We were just out having fun. And then I don't know what it is there. I don't know if it's just a fact that there's so many more eyes on you at Coachella. I mean, the line, if nobody caught Michigan Tropical's video, he walked that whole line. And it literally went from one side of the hotel all the way to the other and wrapped back. That hotel is at least a mile long, or pretty damn close. So where we were at on one side, it's a complex. Where we were at on one side, all the way over here, and then it curled back and came back. That was just the line for Aquacella. That's not even including the fact that there was a Stranger Things convention next door.
I'm going to call absolute bullshit on this comment from Jenna P saying she's pretty boring.
What?
That is absolutely not true.
We all know that's a lie.
We had so much fun hanging out with Jenna and Berkeley and
I wish
Kelly.
we would have got more time to spend with you guys, but you guys were busting pump on that tank, man. And it looked fantastic.
Her tank was great.
It looked fantastic. I
And that's Genetics Legacy Radio. That's
Melvin, what's up, Melvin? No, the livescape, or that livescape, that aquascape looked fantastic.
beautiful.
I really wish you guys would placed higher. I mean, you deserved it, but you know, it is what it is. That's the thing about competitions, man. Sometimes it just doesn't go that way.
People get a little
But-
competitive.
Well, but overall, you guys had a fantastic tank there. I mean,
It's beautiful.
all three of you busted your ass on it. Only thing I did was push the cart with the rocks.
Yep. Well, and then put the cart with the tank in the stand up to our. You didn't even do that. Kelly and I did that.
Well, I pushed it the rest of the way up, but I was getting video for that.
Yeah. So Kelly and I were sitting there struggling to pull that heavy tank.
And then we had to make a bucket full of muddy water disappear that we realized we could have just pushed out the back door. Well, it's in their drain now. But no, it's that tank is awesome. I really like that tank.
Do this and hold that tank. We didn't. We didn't.
I didn't steal nothing.
No, we literally, that tank stand is with its rightful owner, Kelly Foreman. We just babysat it
Yep.
in our hotel room for the night so that Kelly could go back home and work Monday morning for a couple of hours, pick up her truck, and drive back to Chicago.
And
to come and pick up.
the reason being for that was this, so we didn't get kicked out of the room and then had to sit out in the lobby with a tank and stand for 6 hours.
It was more than 6 hours.
But no, it all worked out, and Kelly has one hell of a cool, very cool tank, which isn't available yet. What did Whip say here? That Ed and James gave me their +1s, and I was able to pull a couple friends out of that line. I told them, come on, you don't have to wait. Let's go. The people around them, and they were like, what the fuck?
That's funny.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people looking at us funny too because we had creator passes, so we were able to
Just walked right through the door.
and they were to get in to the event all weekend, and those people were looking at us like, but we had passes to get us in.
I may or may not have offered Kelly her 90-gallon tank back.
We did try really hard to get that tank.
I liked it. I liked it, man. It's a very awesome tank. And when they become available here in the States, definitely worth picking one up.
Didn't she think it was something like $1,400?
Yeah, 14 or 1,700, somewhere in there. She got an awesome little FX4 too.
Did she?
Yeah. Yeah, the newer version, or the 407, the newer version. Yeah, got to take that too, and all the gaping rocks, and she gave us a bunch of the stratum, which is still in my trunk.
It's still in the trunk.
It's like a 70-pound bag. I'm not picking it up right now.
It's heavy.
But she gave us a bunch of that, and I got ideas for that. So. And June said somehow I knew that.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, we did try really hard to.
Oh, I offered. I was like, you can have your tank back, and I will give you the stand I built.
Yes, you said Kelly is one of 16 people in the States to have that tank, right? Yes, I believe that is. Well, because not all of them were this new blue ball tank.
No, there were two. There were two different tanks. There were the rimless ones were smaller, and you didn't get the stand with that one.
And it wasn't even those.
It wasn't a drilled tank. Really, that tank sucked. The quality of that tank sucked. But the 72-gallon, what Kelly's got, they put a hell of a lot more time into that. It's drilled. It's already prepped. It's ready to rock. So you also get the stand with that one. And I don't know. And at one point in my video, I got bored and walked over to it and I started videoing it. And that was probably after 7 beers. And I really wanted to get a video of the tank, but I didn't want to take it out of the box. So I was like, I'll drop it. I was like, I don't want to do that. So I was like, but here's the stand that it comes with. I'm thinking it comes with it. It's got to, because it's cut perfectly for this tank. But yeah, it's less than 50. I think the hers and the one next to her.
I think they only had 6 of those.
Yeah, there's not many of those.
Because it kind of held. It was her and like, what, 1 or 2 other tanks that went out to the side, and there was a few more there.
So if you guys were watching anybody going through the Aquascape Challenge, and you see tanks that had this like brushed silver rim around it, those were the 72 gallons. If you saw the other ones that didn't have any rim,
Jenna said 4.
Yeah, I was going to say there wasn't many. So she's got one of 4 right now.
Yep.
The rest of them, they got to keep the tanks, but they didn't get to keep the stand.
Also, Matt made his plan. He says, I'm late, but now I'm here.
Hmm.
You can sit clean.
What's up, Matt?
So, yeah.
Those 72 gallons are pretty awesome.
They are awesome. We had to really do some crazy maneuvering to get that tank onto the cart.
Well, we basically had to push the cart back outside. I just had it in our room to keep people from grabbing it. Because I'm not kidding. I had to fight for it. I mean, I'm kidding. I didn't have to fight. I just had to exert my weight a little bit.
To be fair, those parts were kind of everywhere. They were never in the foyer.
Exactly why I fought for it, because I didn't want to have to walk any farther.
And like, you have to walk into a foyer and go up an escalator or up the stairs
to get to the hotel lobby, there was hardly ever a cart in either one of those locations. So it was like as soon as he found one, he knew he had to take it, and he just took it up to our room and had it sitting in our room.
Yeah, we just left it there.
It sat in our room literally all day until Kelly was like, "Hey, I'm here." But then we went to eat dinner with Kelly, and then we went to the room and loaded everything up and hauled it all back downstairs. But
Paul Sotero says Cobalt has a similar line of tanks available now called the Sea View.
nice.
Might have to check that out. June says typo, purchased the FX6 in 2001, not 2011.
She said the FX6 is what leaked.
Oh.
And it's her original that she purchased in 2001.
Is it just the seal went bad on you? Because you can get those sealed
Yeah.
easily. That's the nice thing about Google is, at least with their filters, their parts are readily available.
Right. Jenna said Josh got a lot of experience pushing the cart with the tank.
Yes, I did.
box. You did. You did.
Because we went, where'd we find that cart? I think we found that at like the main gate or the main door.
Probably.
And then we had to walk all the way back over out to the car, loaded up all the rocks, and then,
Walk into the
yeah, because you went to pay the bill from the meet and greet thing, the
for the beer.
restaurant. Yeah. And we wandered outside, found a cart, and then went back and made our way over to Kelly and Jake's car and loaded up the rock and wandered back in, made our way. I'm telling you, when I say this place is huge,
Oh,
this place is huge.
Whip said, why did Kelly need to go back to get her truck? Was it leaking and she didn't want to mess up the hubby's new car, or did it not fit in the door?
Yeah, it wouldn't fit.
It wouldn't fit in his car at all.
We couldn't fit all of it in our car.
No.
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit in either of her cars, so unfortunately she had to come back to Indiana to Fort Wayne to pick up her truck. And then she did a little bit of working Monday morning. I think she left Indiana at about 2:30. 2:30 is when she sent me a text saying she was on the way, and she got there about just before 7.
Yeah. So John's on his way to go do karaoke. You have fun, buddy. Videos or it didn't happen. The FX5, yes. Whip says that would be the FX5, which that's what I was kind of thinking because I'm like, I didn't know the FX6 was up. But the FX5 was an awesome candidate. And anybody that's still running those, they ain't coming off of them.
No.
I think Rich still uses FX5. Did when we were there.
Paul Sotero says dinner is on the table. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Nah. All right, Paul.
Have a good night, Paul.
Have a good one.
Gosh. That's funny.
Well, speaking of dinner, I gotta get going on mine. Yep. Trying to do some. I saw somebody do this on TikTok, so I'm gonna try it. Sorry, I'm sidetracked there. I saw somebody made these scalloped potatoes. They fried up bacon, strips, like cut them in sections, put them in there, mixed a bunch of cheese in, a bunch of sour cream, and then dumped a bunch more cheese on it. And then
Sour cream? You told me cream cheese. I bought
That's
cream
sour
cheese.
cream.
No, you did not. I bought cream cheese. Oops.
I don't care, I'm eating it.
Doesn't matter. Anywho.
Thanks for derailing me.
Sorry.
Then bacon bits. I'm doing this off of memory, and I have a horrible memory.
Yeah, I hope that's all, because that's what I bought. I bought the potatoes.
Well, that's okay. Cream cheese will work just fine.
Okay, well, that's good.
But they baked this and it looked so fantastic. And I'm like, man, I'm going to do my own rendition of that. So apparently I'm doing it with a cream cheese and bacon. Did you get bacon bits too?
Yes.
Well, then
I
we're,
got real bacon bits, not the imitation.
I don't care.
I'm sorry.
I don't care. It's going to be good. So what I got to do is got to boil up some potatoes. I'm also going to make like my cabbage sausage stew mess. I forgot mushroom.
Yep, so did I. That's okay.
It's all right.
It'll be fine. It's still gonna be fine. It'll still be good.
I'm gonna make some of that up. Make some these weird scout potatoes. I don't know how long you're supposed to cook them for. This is gonna be a long night.
So here's the thing: you don't want to boil up potatoes. You just want to thinly slice them because they'll bake in the oven with everything else.
Well, I thought you had to boil them. Oh no, that would. Yeah, so I don't have to do. All right.
Dave Farrell, hello.
Hey, Dave. I miss hanging out with that guy. Just saying.
I miss Sandy.
Yep.
I mean,
I miss
Dave
everybody.
too.
I miss everybody.
I definitely miss Dave too, but I spent more time that weekend with Sandy than I did with Dave.
I spent a lot of time with Sandy and Olivia. Not even really Bree. It was more Sandy and Olivia than anybody.
I have 3 FX6s and I wouldn't trade them for anything.
No.
I got one that pisses me off every now and then, but I wouldn't trade them for anything. I've got 1, 2, 3 Suns. They're also another brand. I'm not sure, but I call them Suns. They're not bad. They don't have the same capacity as they don't have the same capacity as an FX6. But the Sun brand's not horrible. If you're looking for a decent canister filter on a budget, that's a good one. It doesn't have the flow or the capacity that the FX6 has. It does have, which I'm kind of surprised the FX6 doesn't have. It does have a built-in UV light. However, the FX6s don't have that. They have the add-on you can do that with. But here's the thing, you don't know if your UV light burned out because it's in your canister. And the only way to change it is to open your canister. The Fluval, it connects right on top of the canister. So if you see the canister and you see these weird 2 prongs sticking up like that, not doing anything, well, that's for the UV setup, if I remember right. And I think you can run those in line. So worst case, if you had to, is just shut the line down, tear into that light, plug it back in, boom, done. I mean, yeah, you make a little mess versus make a lot of mess. I do like where Google did that. Looking forward to the next time. Heck yeah. And next time, we're going to be in the hotel.
Next year we will be in a hotel. Yes.
Paul says he's got a few Suns. They're not bad filters. I've actually got one on the pool. I got another one up in the daughter's tank upstairs, and they're not bad. They're a little mule, man. They do the job. I don't really care about the in-tank UV light thing. Could have left that out. Added more area for bacteria, but not much. But, you know, I'm like, whatever. But for the money and what they are, it's not bad.
Whip said is us too. I hate having to leave the party. That was our biggest problem with the Clash.
That's where we screwed
The
up.
party started going really good after everything was over, and we had to leave because we had to get to the Airbnb. So yeah, which is why next year, when the early bird special comes out for everybody to get hotel rooms, we are jumping on that so that we can stay right there in the hotel.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay,
And then you don't care.
all I got to do is be able to waddle my ass back in the room.
Because at Aquashella, all we had to do was worry about getting onto the elevator and getting to our room. That was
I just had to get onto the elevator. After getting on the elevator, I could be drugged off. Dragged off.
I had so much vertigo from being on those elevators so often.
Oh.
It took me like 3 days.
You want to talk
get-
about vertigo? Let me tell you about a little trip I took on one of these damn elevators. So, Carrie and I wandered in an elevator. I hit 3, she hit 7 or 8, whatever floor she was on, and we're sitting there talking. I'm not realizing, and then I think we held the door for somebody or something. Well, anyway, it went up to the 7th floor. And I'm like, oh, why the hell am I still on here? All right, whatever, no big deal. So I hit 3 again. All right, Gary got off, and I hit 3, and I'm waiting for it to go back down. No, I go back up to 10. And I'm sitting there going, what the? What the hell? So this guy gets on at 10. So I'm like, well, I already hit 3. It should take me. It should
No,
stop
you
at
have to
3.
hit
It'll
it
be
every
fine.
single time.
Hell no, this thing went straight to the basement. Now I'm on 1, and I'm sitting here going, oh my God. And I'm like, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I'm sitting here going, so I hit 3, and I'm holding it. Like, damn it. Finally got the 3. By the time I walked in the room, she looked at me, and I'm like,
You looked like a bobblehead. You were just kind of like,
it's
the
like,
vertigo was just
it's
so
like I've only
intense.
been 100 feet twice now.
I kind of did the same thing though one time when I got on there because so many people were getting on and off that I ended up going up and down a couple of times before I finally came off on our floor. But that was the only annoying thing. But that's because there was like 4 weddings going on that weekend, plus Stranger Con, plus Aquashella. Then you had your average people that were there for meetings or travel or whatever. There were a ton of people in this hotel for this specific weekend. It was insanity. You were constantly fighting for an elevator. But by Monday, when everybody from Aquashella and Stranger Things was gone, it was we would walk to the elevators and an elevator door would just be standing open and we could just jump on it and get up to our room or go down to the lobby, whatever we had to do. But from Friday to Sunday, it was intense fighting for elevators. Everybody's talking about their FX6 filters, I think, or FX5, whatever. Filters in general. I think we should probably clean ours more often than we do, especially because of the bio load of a lot of these fish. However, we don't. We should probably try. Whip has a graveyard of Sun Suns and Marine Land canisters in his basement. Wow. Yeah, like Josh said, we have several Sun Suns and they do pretty damn good. Like, I mean, not necessarily as great as an FX6 or 5, but they do pretty good for what they are. We personally have not had issues with Sun Suns. as of yet. Knock on wood, because I don't want to have to replace any of those for any reason at all. Okay, good. Oh, great.
Ooh, there's the motor I got. Oh, I didn't love the motor I got. Put it in the car.
Well, I guess when you call and cut this, I'll make my way up to the liquor store.
Oh, yeah, because we can't order it.
Huh?
Because we can't, like, Uber beer.
No,
That would
we
be
can't
the
actually
smartest
have,
thing they could do.
we can't do Uber Eats with beer here. That was awesome, though, in Chicago, to just be like, send me
Yeah.
here.
Matt says he also has a secret graveyard in his basement. My basement looks like a graveyard. At least half of it. Just because it's been a catch-all for 14 years. Oh, man. Well, guys, I think I am going to call it. I got to get dinner going, plus I got some more work to do tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I'll be back on tonight or not. No promises. But if I am, everybody's welcome. Paul says he loves the FX6s. They are awesome filters. There's people that don't like them. Man, I've had nothing but good luck. You just got to have an understanding. Yeah. You just got to have an understanding that when you see the flow drop down, that's the time to start putting some attention on that. Looks like Yellowstone Aquatics made it in here. How's it going, Yellowstone? Right when it never fails. Right when I'm getting ready to call it. Oh, man.
Bye.
But yeah, those are very good filters. They are pricey. They're not cheap. But if you want a Cadillac, you're not going to get one for $10.
Right.
I mean, you know, if you want a Buick, you get a Sunset. If you want a Cadillac, you get an FX6.
Yep.
Well, actually, it would be more like Ferrari because I think they're Italian. Yeah, CJ makes those. Or they made the motor. They made the motor for it. So either way, it's a very good product. I have had nothing but good luck.
Right.
I do have one that's fighting me, but I may not have it set up right, and it's not the filter's fault.
Diego, hello.
Hi, Diego.
Brennan, hello.
Oh man, now we're gonna stay on. Who wants to see a late night stream tonight? Say aye.
Well, do you think I should just kind of bow out and go
That would probably be a good idea.
advisable?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Actually, I'll just do this so that way if you're still streaming when I come back.
Okay, let's do a poll. Yes or no? Who wants to see a Moonlight Mayhem tonight?
All right. I will be back.
Because we might just make it happen.
So get some beer.
Goofy hats and all. There's an aye. Whips is raising his hand. I'm going to count that as an aye. Mark says aye. Oh, boy, you guys are going to make me do it. Dee Dee says if I'm awake. Oh. Diego says tired. Just got off work. I'm off tomorrow, so good. LOL. Oh, Doc's in the house. What's happening? Long time not here, Metalheads. Yeah, man. Good to see you. Aye, matey. Okay. So let me tell you how the Moonlight Mayhem works. It is an open forum. I will post the link. Everybody's welcome in. We like to do goofy hats. Come in with goofy hats and plenty of drinks. Or whatever you want to do. You don't have to drink. If you don't, it's fine. And we just pretty much do what I do now, is just sit here and bullshit. And it could go from a couple hours to 6 or more. I don't know. But, oh boy, you guys are going to make me do it. It's fine. We'll have fun. I am going to limit it. Last time I had it from 10, because I can have 10 people on at once. I'm going to limit it down to like 6, because 10 just gets really hard to keep track of anybody. Conversations, everything just goes to shit with 10. So, so I think we'll just keep it at 6. But anybody that wants to pop up and say hi for a little bit, you're more than welcome. We'll bring you in, and pretty much here you go, you know. So, guys are going to have to give me a few hours. I got to get dinner ready. I got some stuff I got to do to a couple tanks. And then we'll be back on later tonight, and that will be the Mayhem Hour. That will be the Moonlight Mayhem. So that'll be when the shit hits the fan. Last time I did it at 9 o'clock. What time is it now? My time is 6. I'm going to try to go about 9:30. You guys will see the ad for it, for the notification. So that'll be probably about 4 hours ish. Oh boy, that's not a lot of time. 6, 7, 8, 9. Might be closer to 9:30 or 10. Just got to get dinner ready, and that's probably going to take an hour. And then eat. I don't want to do that. Let's just call it 10. Let's just plan on 10. So, all right, you guys are wanting me to do this. We'll do it, but you better be there. So, but it's an open forum. Everybody's welcome up. As long as I can see your face, unless we know you. If I know you, it's fine. If I don't know you, I just got to see your face. But if you're in this chat, I know you. So, Eastern. Yes, Eastern. 10 p.m. Eastern. As soon as I get off of here, I'll make the thumbnail for it. It'll be 10 p.m. Eastern. So, I'm not sure what that, if you're in Illinois, that'll be 9 for you guys. So, Eastern Standard Time is what I go by. It'll be 10 for me. So, all right, guys. Well, everybody popping in now. I'm sorry I'm cutting out on you. I hate doing that, but it never fails. I do it every time. So, I got to go rest up. So, everybody, I just want to say thank you to all my mods for popping in. You know I love you guys. Thank you for doing what you do. You help us out a tremendous amount. The replay crew, we love you guys too. Don't forget to hit that like button before you scroll up to the next video. And everybody else, thank you for being in here. Thank you for making what we do possible. I mean, without you guys, I'd just be sitting here like an idiot for 2 hours. So I love seeing all you guys and interacting with the chat. So we're going to do it. There's going to be a Moonlight Mayhem, and nobody knows what direction that's going to go in. So you got a few hours. We'll give it about 4 hours here. Give me time to do some things and get some stuff done and get some food ate. And we'll be back. We'll be back tonight. It'll be fun. It's an open forum. You want to come in, you want to pop up, say, hey, whatever. Let's do it. So be there at 10. I'll see y'all. Thank you. Stay metal.